Liverpool may make bid for signing rival unable to match Reds. Salah, Nunez, Endo. Liverpool's injury update with Manchester City game approaching. Hello, fan. Welcome to another video from the greatest club in the world. If you're new here, subscribe to stay always well informed. Let's get into the video. Liverpool coach Jurgen Klopp admitted that one of his most talented players, Thiago Alcantara, may not play for the club again. The Spaniard has missed most of the current campaign and has only played one game this season, playing 5 minutes in Reds 3. One loss to Arsenal earlier this month. After the match at the Emirates Stadium, it was reported that the 32-year-old suffered another setback, and Klopp has already admitted that he is unsure when the midfielder will return. In a press conference on Tuesday, the German said there is no timeline for Thiago's return from injury, which doesn't look very positive about the veteran star returning to play this season. To be honest, I don't know if he will play again this season, Klopp said via The Standard when asked when Thiago will return from his latest setback. There are some things, but what he has to do now from a medical point of view, and I don't know if that will mean again if he can play again. It's not a short-term thing, so I'm not 100% on it. I'm not sure if it's the same thing, but the area is the same. The 32-year-old's contract expires at Anfield at the end of the season, and given the injury problems, it's unlikely the midfielder will receive a new offer. Therefore, the game against Arsenal may be the last time the Spaniard played for Liverpool, but only time will tell if he can recover in time before the end of the campaign. Jurgen Klopp confirmed news of a new injury at Liverpool ahead of the FA Cup fifth-round clash against Southampton on Wednesday night. The coach spoke to the media this afternoon before the game and ruled out any possibility of Ryan Gravenbur playing after the midfielder saw his involvement in the Carabao Cup final end early, having suffered a strong ankle knock following a reckless challenge from Moises Caicedo. The Reds boss said via Neil Jones on X, Ryan Gravenbur is not available. Ligament injury could have been much worse, but bad enough for him to miss out on this game. Next game we'll see. With Dominik Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, Thiago Alcantara, and Stefan Bajcetic all sidelined, and Wataru Endo also taking a knock on Sunday, the last thing Liverpool needed was another midfield injury, but that's the hand we're dealt now. News on Gravenbur. This could very well lead to academy talents like James McConnell and Bobby Clark being drafted in to start against Southampton, with both players having done plenty to help the Reds over the line in the Carabao Cup final. The only positive aspect the coach mentioned about Gravenbur's injury is the comment that the 21-year-old's injury could have been much worse. And Liverpool fans everywhere would have recoiled in horror at the severity of Caicedo's tackle on Sunday, especially in the context of how many players we already have missing. We hope to see the Dutchman back in action soon, and whoever replaces him tomorrow night can tackle the challenge with as much confidence as our youngsters did at Wembley. On February 22nd, Calciomercato reported that Liverpool is in the front row to sign Teun Koopmeiners from Atalanta. 2 days later, we received news from Italy that Liverpool is ready to compete with Juventus for the midfielder, who is valued at around 60 million euros. Juventus has identified the 26-year-old player as the main midfield target, and a deal won't be easy, mainly due to Premier League competition. That's what Tutto Juve claims, pointing out the Reds as one of the interested parties. The Dutch international has scored 10 goals and provided 2 assists in 29 games this season. His impressive performances have helped increase his valuation and the number of clubs pursuing him. Liverpool is among them, and they say they could submit an offer worth 50 to 60 million euros, which the old lady won't be able to match. This would allow the Merseyside club to stay ahead of Juve in the transfer race. Koopmeiners is the top name on Turin's list, but there is a danger for Juventus coming from England, where Liverpool is interested in signing him. Along with the Reds, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester United are also said to be eyeing the Atalanta star. Fan, do you agree with the signing of Teun Koopmeiners? Comment here with your opinion. Liverpool coach Jurgen Klopp confirmed that Dominik Szoboszlai, Mohamed Salah, and Darwin Nunez are making progress with the injury issues that prevented them from winning the Carabao Cup final on Sunday against Chelsea at Wembley, offering hope that they might be fit for the next showdown with Manchester City. Liverpool is currently in the midst of an injury crisis, losing key players left, right, and center. Klopp had to field a team filled with youngsters at Wembley, with absences such as Trent Alexander-Arnold, Curtis Jones, and Diogo Jota, along with Szoboszlai, Salah, and Nunez. To worsen the situation for the Premier League leaders, they lost Ryan Gravenbur in the first half, and Wataru Endo left the stadium with a protective boot after playing the full 120 minutes. Gravenbur was forced out due to a reckless challenge from Chelsea midfielder Moises Caicedo. Fortunately for the Merseysiders, Szoboszlai, Salah, and Nunez are making positive progress, to the extent that they might participate in the 5th round of the FA Cup on Wednesday night against Southampton at Anfield. The fact that they are in contention for the Saints clash suggests they should be well for the upcoming encounter with City on March 10th. Klopp, speaking to the media on Tuesday, said, "We need miracles with some players. That's why I don't want to count them out for too long. But it's a tough situation for the lads who weren't available for the final." Thank you very much for watching up to this point. Until next time.